we have digital shelf labels. This is spectacular. I'm only going to use the word spectacular twice in this presentation. Now, there are three parts to this, all right? The digital shelf label itself, how it integrates to Lightning, and then the options to pay for it, all right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn this over to our digital shelf label partner, Solemn, who's located in New Jersey. They're going to go over the capabilities of the platform. Then I'll come back to the podium and talk about how we do it in Lightning, which is a short conversation. It just works. Yep.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. So my name is Miguel Rodriguez. I represent Sol as you guys see here. We manufacture ESL labels, electronic shelf labels. We're headquartered in New Jersey. Now, at the show of hands, I know we're talking to a lot of wine and spirit customers here. The show of hands, how many of you are utilizing paper tags, paper labels right now? A lot of you, right? So here's the thing. So with electronic shelf labels, we've been noticing more in North American customers because our European and Asian customers already, it's already been growing. It's been a growing market already. Here in North America, it's growing little by little, but the reason being is that now a lot of customers are taking interest in ESLs because it saves you time, right? How many times do you have to tell your employees or even yourselves, and you guys got to change out 500 to 1,000 SKUs? You know, it takes a lot of your time. Now, with the simple click of a button, or however it is you customize it, because it's a fully customizable solution, and that's what we emphasize to our customers. ESLs is not only about pricing. It's you can also implement product description onto the tags. Our tags have to have up to 7 pages of storage that you can utilize per page, whether it's utilizing the buttons on the tag or whether you want to put on a timer. You can use it for product description. If you want to implement pictures, if you want to implement pricing. On top of that, dynamic pricing, you can literally have the power from your phones if you wanted to, and at the comfort of your own home, change whatever pricing you want in your store. Or set it up on a timer. Let's say you guys got some inventory, your employees told you, hey, we got some new products that came in. Right away, you know you want to put it on a promotion on a specific date. You can customize it that way as well, so that the system can recognize, okay, on this specific day at this specific time, update the page and it'll implement it automatically on your tags. Less pricing errors? Yes.
I want to make a point that technology is done through Lightning.
Correct.
Items are put in promotion in Lightning, price changes in Lightning. You press save, it writes it to your tag.
Correct. So we offer different types of sizes, different types of models. As Thomas just mentioned, it is fully integratable with Lightning. On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we not only have the pages that I mentioned to you, the dynamic pricing, but all tags also have LED lighting. The LED lighting, you can customize to whatever colors you want to represent whatever it is you want. Whether it's you have a promotion in your store, the tags will start lighting red so customers know, okay, well, these products are flashing red, let me purchase these products here. Or if you wanted to make it represent whatever it is you want to customize the lights to do, it's not only great for curbside pickup. So when customers, let's say you created an app for your store, they pick up whatever product list they want, your employees picks out the products, they go to your store, purchase, and go about the day making a quick and easy experience. Or for staff-based purposes, for inventory control. You guys, again, I'm using the example, you guys have 500,000 SKUs. Takes a little bit of time for your employees to kind of look through all the products it is you have in your aisles. Now, with the lighting feature, now they can simply, at the click of a button, know exactly where the product is and do whatever changes they need to do. So it'll give you those capabilities as well.
Only on the shelves.
On the shelves, yeah, but hear me out too. We also have a freezer tag, a freezer cooler tag. So for those products that are in freezers or coolers, we provide that as those models as well.
But there's also inventory in back rooms.
There is inventory in the back room. So if you want to utilize the tags for back room space as well, you can do that too. It's not only for front office, it can also be for back office too.
Are these battery generated?
Good question. So RLR tags are battery powered. They can last you up to 10 to 13 years on one update a day. All models have user replaceable batteries. Okay, it uses a CR2450 battery, which is those batteries you can purchase at any convenience store. All right. I'll leave that for
You want to talk about how they're affixed to the shelves? That's always a concern.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, so we provide different types of attachments. Now, we have up to C-channel rails, we have clips, we all have different types of attachments that we can provide. Obviously, after the event, this is just an example here. Obviously, we have the table there, so after the presentation, you guys can go over and check it out. But these are some here. You guys can pass them around. Pass them around the tables. if you
What
guys-
determines the customer of stealing this?
So that's another great question. So our tags are proprietary owned on the gateway that we utilize and the way they communicate with each other. So let's say an example, if a customer was to take the tags away, immediately when they walk out of your location, those tags won't be able to function. They won't be able to process any information. Customers won't be able to take away any information. Okay? Any other questions for now?
How much?
So good question. So tags vary by model and by size. Obviously, ballpark figure, they typically, the cheapest tag can run you anywhere between $5.80, with the biggest tag being the size of, well, a little bigger than this tablet. An 11.6 inch size will probably run around $100 for the tag. Okay? Now, granted, like I said, the tags are proprietary to the gateway. If you guys can see, the gateway is actually right over here, and this is what communicates to the tags. Whatever information you want to relay it to, that's what communicates all that information to the tags. All right?
What do you have to prevent customers taking one tag, putting it next to another one for a cheaper price, switching?
Well, here's the thing, the tag itself, it would only be assigned to the specific product. So at the start of project, when you assign the tag to the barcode of the product, it would only be reflected to, that tag would only reflect that product. So it's not like the customer can change whatever information you guys put on the tags. Only you guys can do that. All right? So I'll give back the floor to Thomas here. By all means, if you guys have any further questions, as I said, we're gonna be at the table there to the back. You guys can see more of the products and any other questions, feel free to let us know. All right? Thank you.
Okay, a couple points I want to carry, want to cover. So when you're in Lightning, you want to make a price change. Back in the old days, you had to walk to the shelf, scrape the sticker off, put a new one on. The way we do it now, you make a price change in Lightning from $15.99 to $16.99. When you hit save, the tag updates within 5 seconds. All right? We can design the tag within Lightning. If the item is on promotion, we can have the label change color. We have a red background, because red, as you know, is staple for on promotion. You have items like that. Now we have inventory control tools built in. Let's say you have a tag on the shelf, it's typical label, Doers, whatever, 1 liter, and Lightning says 0. I can put a square box around it. So customers don't know what that means. As your clerk walks around the store, he'll see a tag with a square label on it. That means, technically speaking, the point of sale is reporting 0 or less, but the clerk sees 2 on the shelf. Right there, we have an inventory discrepancy. We can deal with that internally with Lightning itself, all right? When you change the quantity to more than 0, within 5 seconds, that indicator goes away. So there are nice tools built into our platform, how we integrate with Solemn, how the tags will be displayed around the store. By the way, he really didn't really answer the question directly how much it costs, all right? The small labels, $10, is that reasonable?
The smallest one?
Not the small one, I don't like those. The second smallest?
Yeah, the most commonly used, yeah.
Okay, the second
What's the most
smallest?
common use, that one?
No, that's too big.
That's too
That's
big.
big. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a number out there for you, about $20,000, all right? But the technology, it elevates your business, all right? So what happens here is that we're trying to save you time, give you better inventory control tools, but we're gonna take that $20,000 and we can possibly reduce it to 0. The next person speaking about this will give you those options, all right? We call that dual pricing. Dual pricing means what's happening in the industry, we have a cash price, $15.99. If they have a credit card, it's $16.22. That discrepancy right there to offset your credit card fees down to zero could help us offset the cost of the digital tax.
And get numerous complaints from customers that you charge them extra for credit cards.
Okay, George, I've done this with literally
That's how I feel.
100 clients.
I feel you just raise your price 3% and charge
Yeah,
them.
you can.
That's how I feel.
What happens is, we see the math in the back, and we have literally 100 clients using a credit card surcharge fee. All right, Lightning supports 3 fees to get your money back on credit card processing. One is called the convenience fee, AKA surcharge, that you see everywhere. Oh, you go to the checkout counter, we charge a 3% service fee for using a credit card. We see that everywhere. That's technically not MasterCard Visa compliant, by the way. Lightning does support that because that was the old methodology of actually collecting that. That 3% is held back by the credit card company to bring your credit card fees to zero at the end of the month. Not the most compliant way in today's world.
I'm not saying charge the customer 3%. I just raise everything 3%.
You can do that too. All right. Or you can do dual
They
pricing.
don't have to hear shit.
Customers come in, the shelf ticket will say $15.99. Lightning automatically takes whatever percent you want, 2.99%. So you maintain the $15.99 price, and Lightning rounds it up to 2.99%, $16.23, whatever it is. When you go to the when you go to the checkout, they scan the item, and based on the method of payment will determine their final price. That is compliant in every state in our great country. All right, it's called dual pricing. Lightning now supports that to a degree. All right, it's all maintained through Lightning.
Can you do it the other way, so that the higher price shows on the shelf, like the higher 3%, and it gives a cash discount if they pay cash?
You want to show the higher price?
Well, just so customers don't get pissed when they say, wait a minute, your shelf said 50, I mean,
No.
some of the customers know exactly what the tax is, and they're like, what happened?
No, we cannot do that.
Okay.
That's an oddly. I don't want to
Okay.
mislead you in any way.
All right.
All right, so we try to recoup the credit card fees, bring them down to zero for you. Now, if you use our new dual pricing feature, which is coming out shortly, you don't have to use the Solemn digital displays. Lightning is independent of dual pricing, but this dual displays makes you fully compliant against every state in this country. We will show cash price and credit price. Okay, you're compliant, all right?